All of the women in my family die at age 27. I turned 28 in 2 hours and 32 minutes. My dad always wanted a son. He got 3 daughters instead. He hated us all, but he hated me most because I was the last child my mother had before she died. That didn't stop him from treating me like his little boy, from trying to beat the hatred of my own gender into me. "Quit your crying," he'd snap, "or you'll end up like your mother." My mother died when she was only 27, when I was just 4. The coroner said it was a heart complication. My dad blamed her family's curse. "Every woman in her damn family, they die when they're 27, he'd sputter, his breath reeking of stale beer. "I think the real curse is that he didn't die instead." I wasn't convinced by a drunk man's ramblings, but when I lost both of my sisters just months before their 28th birthday, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. Moira was found murdered, her face practically blasted off by a shooter while she was on a jog. Joy took her own life only days later. I was the one who found Joy, hanging in her bedroom, swinging from the rafters. She'd been there all night while I slept, waiting for me to come pick her up for Moira's funeral. It's hard to live normally when you know you have an expiration date. I always dreaded my birthday. It became less about cake and more about funeral caskets. Once Moira and Joy died, my 25th birthday was the most dreadful day of my life. 26 was worse. 27 was unimaginable. This is it, I thought as I closed all the blinds. This is the last year of my life. I've spent 27 uneventful hiding from the world. I became a recluse. Windows always shuttered, extra locks on the door, calls going to voicemail. I'd hide under the covers every time I heard a knock. I stocked up on preserved foods, canned goods, everything I needed to last the year. I even covered my mail slot and stuffed towels under the door. Falling off the face of the earth didn't matter. I didn't have friends or family anymore. My father disowned me when I came out as a lesbian. The night before my 27th birthday, the strange phone call started. A blocked number, calling at least once a day. I let it ring every time. Then the knocking began. Once a week at first, then more frequent. The pounding on my door got more frantic, more desperate over the past week. Last night, I got ready for bed, knowing today is the day I turned 28. My time had run out. I searched for comfort in a bottle of liquor but didn't find it. I fell into bed drunk and delirious, praying the morning wouldn't come. But I slept restlessly, with one eye open, always watching. That's why I was quick to wake when the door to my bedroom creaked open early in the morning before the first sign of light. I shot up in bed, glancing around in a panic. 2 dark figures stood behind the half-open door, unmoving, like statues, waiting, watching. "Leave me alone," I squeaked, unable to move. The shadowy figures shuffled out from behind the door, creeping slowly toward me in the darkness. I remembered the self-defense methods I drilled into my mind. I reached under the table for the knife I duct-taped there a year ago. My 27th birthday gift to myself. I flipped the bedside lamp on to stun the intruders. But as soon as the light flooded the room, I knew the blade would be of no use. The intruders were my sisters. Joy stood at the foot of my bed, pale in that same black dress I found her dead in, her neck grotesquely bent from the hanging. I knew then my time hadn't run out. My time had already come. The curse wasn't that I would die at 27. The curse was that I would live while everyone I loved became a ghost.